Jimbo, how we doing?
We're here.
If there ever was a statement for this week and just kind of how I've been feeling, it's right there. You nailed it right on the head. You can't get any better than that. We're here. It's hi. How you doing, everybody? We're here. This is the extent of that. I guess. I guess we should be excited. Training camp. It really does feel like the start of football season for a lot of people. So I mean, we're there. We're close. We're on the cusp. As our boy Hamster in the chat said, preseason week away. It's right here. Yep. Hall of Fame game is right there. Now we watched the Hall of Fame game for the kickoff, and that's about it.
Yep.
But it's here. It's going to be people in NFL uniforms. So I guess that's something to look forward to. Maybe the only thing to look forward to. I have no idea. I'm in a mood today. So this could be a very interesting show, people. You might want to stay tuned to this one. Ha, get it? Stay tuned. Ha, get it? Get it? It's a thing. Everybody to Stay Tuned Sports. It's your boy King. That's your good friend Jimbo right over there. Thank you so very much for joining us. If you want to help us out at all, like, share, subscribe buttons are right there. Helps us out tremendously. You want to help us out a little bit more tangibly, we have a link for our donation station and our merch store in the top of the chat and in the description below this video. New merch, by the way, just dropped today. Especially if you're a Cincinnati fan, know anybody who's a Cincinnati fan, we got a new Sell the Team shirt out there for you, so you can go check that out over at the merch store. Like I said, link is in the chat and in the description. Chat's open. Come in, say hi, say hello, say how are you doing. ELS is in the chat now. How you doing, ELS? Great to see you, my Wisconsin brother. Hamster in the chat as well. Great to see all the guys in there. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody, here on Stay Tuned Sports. Jimbo, we already established that we're here. Everything as far as that goes. You had yourself a lovely weekend with your anniversary celebration. We talked a little bit about that on the countdown yesterday. Not that anybody fucking watched it, but I'm just saying. Like I said, I've been in a mood. We might have to just run with it today. We'll see what happens. But be it as it may. Yes, you had a wonderful anniversary weekend. I went to go see Ghost down in Philadelphia, which, by the way, boy, knock that fucking arena down. That place fucking sucks.
It's better than MetLife.
No, at least I can sit comfortably in MetLife, even in the upper deck.
Not if you're in front of a pole.
Or
behind a pole, I should say.
Yeah, no, I get that, but don't get me wrong. But at least when the seats are too small for a barely 5 foot, 100 and nothing pound midget of a woman that is my wife, they're too small. Especially, and I'm 6'8" and 300 fucking pounds. So just imagine how that was. That was just fucking crazy. And yes, we will get to a lot of that too. ELS, a lot of jerseys coming out in the last week or so. There was another debut today. Man,
who was it?
That would be the Cleveland Browns. They released a brand new uniform today, presented by Dude Wipes, which is pretty spot on for the uniform that they released. So we will talk about that as well. Hamster says that he did watch the countdown because he says that you were on drugs for having Tampa as your number 7 team, in which I believe I did comment on that He needs to shut up. Are you you don't think Tampa's one of the top 7 teams in the NFL?
He probably has Atlanta at number 1 over.
He probably does.
Detroit,
I'm not gonna lie.
Series.
I was gonna say, Hamster, you need to slow down with that fucking roll. But if you don't think Tampa Bay should be number 7, you're gonna hate the rest of my fucking countdown. I'm just gonna say that right now. ELS says the Packers are set to reveal their alternate jerseys tomorrow. That's exciting. I will be excited. I wonder what they're going to do, because I'm not sure there's much more you can do with the Packers history. They've done just about every iteration of a throwback they can.
I mean, I saw a sneak peek of it, and they're replacing the Green Bay logo with "We failed at Tush Push"
Jesus
logo.
Christ.
So
He's such an asshole. You are my friend, but you are an asshole. I will put that out there unequivocally. But yeah. So training camps. Every team is in training camp right now. We even got our first look at the trailer for the Hard Knocks with the Buffalo Bills. We'll see if I want.
I didn't watch the trailer yet. I figure I'll wait till later so I can.
I don't know. Like it's the same shit. It's just the same shit.
Okay.
ELS says that the rumors are that's going to be the Acme Packers, but we'll see. Like I said, they kind of did something similar to that already. So they have there's already, like I said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to think of that, but we'll see. We'll talk about more uniforms later. Like I said, training camps have all started for all the teams. Dolphins already have a couple of injuries right off the bat. They've already lost an offensive lineman, had to be medevaced from the field after something happened. They just said at the end of practice, offensive lineman suffered an injury and was medevaced. He's in stable condition. Let me pull this up again real quick. That would be offensive lineman Byron Matos. This is from My Sports Update, Ari Miroff on Twitter. He says he was injured in the final minutes of training camp practice and was airlifted via helicopter to a medical center for further evaluation, and he is currently in stable condition. That's all we have as far as the situation as it goes right now. But then we also have the fact that the Dolphins also have lost a cornerback with the first ACL injury of the year, and I just had that up too, and I lost it. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Yes, cornerback Artie Burns for the Dolphins, feared to have torn an ACL. So the Dolphins, right off to a great start there to start off training camp. Jimbo, how are we feeling about the training camp this year? The Eagles, they are in training camp. They've come out and said, We hate that designation of defending champions. We bristle at that. Trust this. No other NFL fan base likes the fact that they're the defending champion either. So there's something that finally that the Eagles and the rest of the NFL world agree on, is that nobody likes calling them the defending champions. I understand that. But how are you feeling as an Eagles fan going into this training camp, looking at the season ahead of you after one of the most successful seasons in Eagles history, one of the ugliest Super Bowl ring reveals ever seen?
Best ring
dude, that ring fucking sucks. I don't care what anybody says. That is a goofy ass fucking ring. And listen, no. I'm fighting you on this, because here's the thing, and you know this. When you won in 2017. I love that Eagles ring. I loved it. I thought it was a beautiful ring. Well done. I was like, wow, that's I hate the fucking Eagles, but that's a great ring.
Yeah.
This ring is fucking goofy.
It's beautiful.
It's a goofy ass fucking ring. What's with the fucking? What is the point of the Transformer wings on the fucking? If you just had the wings there, I think all right, that would be
because
okay.
It reveals a saying.
Who gives a shit? Put the saying inside the ring, or do something.
There
like,
is some other
it's a fucking.
Inside the ring too.
What is it? Fucking Optimus Prime is a fucking ring? Get the fuck out of here. Dumb.
Now if the Giants.
No wonder they were delayed. They had to fucking build a fucking hydraulic system in a fucking championship ring. The fuck are we doing?
That's even cooler. I mean, you name another championship team that would do something cool like that.
It's not cool. It's not cool. It's
innovative.
It's fucking stupid. Anyway, I'll just say this. How do you feel all of that aside, how do you feel going into this training camp? Optimism, concern. Do you think you can repeat? Do you think there's bigger challenges ahead? How does an Eagles fan look at the 2025 season coming up here?
The one positive that I took out of the first day of training camp practice is our first round pick was practicing limited practice because he had shoulder surgery.
Okay.
Towards the end of his college career there, and I really think they said when we drafted him he was the steal of the draft because he was like supposed to be a top 5 guy or whatnot, but the surgery is what made him drop down. Jordan Davis, our defensive tackle, who's supposed to be like our Fletcher Cox in a way, looks in good shape, first time in his career. So hopefully he could actually last the whole season. So I'm excited. I'm actually going down to the open practice August 10th, I believe they're having that night, to really see what's going on. Jalen Hurts is probably the only one that's like in the NFL that is excited for training camp, running out onto the field and everything. Like, I don't know.
Well,
Man,
no,
Dodgers
because again, he's fresh. I mean, he didn't really do anything. He got carried to a Super Bowl victory last year by the rest of that team. So it's true.
How many touchdowns did he have from the tush push?
Way too many. How many? That's the thing. How many touchdowns did he fucking farm from fucking Saquon Barkley, who should have had it?
He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. All he did was steal touchdowns from fucking Saquon Barkley.
Just call him Jalen. All I do is score touchdowns. Hurts.
Be that as it may. So you think you feel confident going into this season?
I will say this though. I was thinking about this today. I'm not saying AJ Brown or Devontae Smith are divas that are going to be holding out this and that, but last season they signed their contracts, big contracts, and at the time they were like, top 2, top 3 as far as contracts. Now you got all these other wide receivers jumping them.
Right.
I was a little worried that maybe AJ Brown would come in and be like, I deserve a little bump here, a little bump in pay, but it's quiet.
Wouldn't it be the first time that someone in Philadelphia is taking a bump? But
well, hey, we had some bad times there. Now we're rehabbed, and
it does seem to be that unlike the last couple of years, this is or now a drama-free Eagles training camp.
Yes,
which is something new that we haven't quite seen yet. So that's good to see. In the chat, by the way, Hamster says the Eagles championship ring looks like the golden snitch from Harry Potter, which I agree. Yeah, what's the point? Like it's if you catch that, you win the game. Is that what it's going to be? Is that where we're playing fucking Quidditch now? Is that it's a Quidditch championship ring? Is what it is. It's a goofy ass fucking Magical World championship ring. You open it up and just starts doing a fucking Harry Potter tune. Do 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 do. It's not a serious ring. It's not a serious ring. It's a fucking it's a Lego ring. It's a fucking Cracker Jack fucking ring.
Legos are freaking awesome.
It's a Cracker Jack fucking ring, dude. It's garbage. It's a garbage ring.
Super Bowl ring.
And hopefully we don't have to see another one of those. So
I'm praying we do.
That's because the next one it's going to actually turn into a fucking robot. It's going to just fully transform into like Cletus from Fox, and that's going to be the next thing. You're like, oh my god, it's so cool. It's going to be made. It's going to be nanobots. You're just going to take over a body someday. It's going to be Iron Man. You're going to have an Iron Man ring. Is that what that's what we're going to be looking forward to? We're going to have an Iron Man ring.
And that will happen only because we were the first one to start this fad. We were innovative.
No, you
especially
weren't.
with the innovation of the greatest play out there for the offense. You guys are gonna be copycatting us.
And honestly, I think the first ones to do like the removable like top and stuff like that, I think it was the Golden State Warriors. I think they
Yeah,
were the
but
first one to
who cares
have
about basketball?
it had like a flippable thing. You can go from all the diamonds. You can then flip it over and it'd be all sapphires. And I was like, ooh, very nice. And then they started doing it where it was like, I know the Chiefs one, when you took it off, it was like, it was the inside of Arrowhead Stadium. And then also you could take the face
but
of the ring
you
and make it into a pendant so you could wear it still. Like, it
You
was pretty
physically
cool.
have to do like the twist.
So those are
and-
cool things. Like, that's what I mean. This Eagles one is
mean,
just
it's
like, it
fun.
just little wings come out and go, "Paka!" Like it's a fucking chicken ring. It's a chicken ring. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? ELS says, Jimbo, please shut the fuck up about the terrible ring. I agree, ELS, 1,000%. And
You're
we'll
all
talk.
just jealous.
We're not jealous. We're not. Listen. Am I jealous that the Eagles won a championship? Yes. I hate the fact that they did it. As a Giants fan, it sucks. I wish the Giants could get back to that level of football, and maybe we will. Who knows?
Not the
But
way Jackson Dart was throwing.
first, okay. Now I'm gonna. Now. Okay.
You need like a trigger button, so when you're
Because you've hit it. It's already hit. Because it's not just you. Despite what my response to you on Twitter was, which, by the way, you can go follow us on Twitter. Our fucking handles are down there. It's King_ST Sports. It's Jimbo ST Sports. And, of course, ST Sports Podcast is the main show. Twitter, you can go see that because there's been some interactions on Twitter. Fun stuff.
Yes.
And it's Twitter, not X, so shut the fuck up. Because Barstool did the same thing you did. And you sent over the it was a retweet of the Barstool. Where it was, look at Jackson Dart first passed with the Giants. Our Giants are in rare form. They're in their usual form here. Jackson Dart first passed with 11 on 11, and he throws a pick. Literally the first pass of practice, of training camp, of this kid's rookie season. Shut the fuck up, everybody. You, Barstool, fuck Barstool on top of everything else. Fuck them, all right? Fucking inbred, fucking baby-eating assholes over there. They can eat shit. I don't care. I know. I would love to get a job there. I know I'm never going to get a job there, so they can all eat shit. They'd rather fucking give money to fucking Frank Fleming than anybody else, so whatever. And don't get me wrong, I love Frank, so I'm not saying anything like that, but fuck you, all right? Like, what are we doing? You know? And that's it. Maybe I suck. Maybe you suck. Maybe this whole thing fucking sucks. Maybe we just fucking suck. Maybe that's the bottom line. Maybe everything just comes out to we just fucking suck. But anyway, back to things that actually suck in the New York Giants. Listen, it's this kid's fucking rookie year. First rookie practice. First rookie pass of a rookie practice of rookie. First one. Shut the fuck up. Everybody does this every fucking year. And it's not just the Giants, obviously. It's anybody else. First fucking pass, first fucking practice for training. It was, he doesn't look good. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, he doesn't look great in there. Oh, this doesn't look. Oh, it's fucking practice. It's practice. That's what you do in practice. You fuck up in practice, so you get better in practice. And then when you play the game, you get fucking better. That's the fucking point. It's the whole point of fucking practice. What the fuck are we doing? Fucking, it bothers every fucking year. It's either Barstool or ESPN or Pat fucking McAfee or fucking Rich Eisen or Dan Patrick or any of these fucking people. I don't know. You look at the footage coming out of there. Doesn't look. It looks like he's got something. I don't know. It doesn't look. Shut the fuck up. It's practice. When they start looking that bad in the game, sure, go ahead, rip him a new asshole. I don't give a shit. But when it's fucking practice, shut the fuck up. And that goes for everybody. And I know it seems like I'm losing my mind because it's the Giants. Trust me, it's not. I'm used to the Giants sucking. Yeah. And I'm going to also tell you what. Russell Wilson was named starter before the camp anyway, so we know that. And if you've seen the footage of Russell Wilson to Malik Neighbors in camp, suck my dick, does that look good? So if I'm going to be optimistic, I'm going to be optimistic about that. Am I going to throw Jackson Dart under the bus? No. Why? Because it's his rookie season. It's his first practice of training camp in his rookie season. So everybody, every single motherfucker out there, whether you work for one of these fucking places, a journalist, reporter, whatever it is, commenter, whether it's Barstool, whether it's ESPN, whether it's any of these independent people or anything, or if you're just a fat fucking jerk off on fucking Twitter talking about, oh, the Giants, look at the Giants, or, and again, this goes to any other rookie quarterback. You could say it about whether it's Cam Ward or fucking anybody.
Yeah.
It's fucking practice. Shut your fucking dumbass piece of shit fucking mouths. Would you, for fucking once, have a fucking sense of what's going on? It's only fucking training camp. It's only fucking practice. And people want to fucking extrapolate that shit into this guy's a bust, or this guy's going to be the greatest thing in the whole world. Guess what? If Jackson Dart on his first pass of his rookie thing hit an 80-yard fucking bomb to fucking Malik Neighbors, shut the fuck up. Who cares? It's still just practice. It's still just meant as, let's work this out. Does that mean that he's the next Aaron Rodgers or Dan Marino? Fucking no. It's fucking practice. That said, the Giants defense does look very fucking good. I'll say that.
We're gonna take a right turn here for a second.
Oh shit! I punched the mic. I was doing so good. It's been a couple of shows since I punched the fucking mic.
Oh, I was gonna say, because your rant, you hit it about 12 times.
Did I really?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Dude, I don't know. I kind of blacked out there for a second. I was like,
Carol, what just happened here? Miami. Well, speaking of Miami Dolphins, we start off the show with that. How about Tua's response about Tyreek Hill?
I did see that. Then I did want to talk about that as well. It's on the ticker.
How far down you want to talk about?
Oh, absolutely, dude. Listen, we're at the start of training camp here. There's not much going on. Yeah. There are certain things to talk about. Jackson Dart throwing an interception in first practice isn't fucking one of them.
Let me stop you there for 1 second. Oh my God, you just had a Frank moment.
I did. I noticed that as soon as I was doing it. But like I said, I've been in a mood the last couple days, and it seems like I'm kind of using this right now as a vent. I don't know if that's good or bad, and I don't know if that's making me what I'm actually ranting against, but I don't like the things that I don't like so much that I'm turning into the things that I don't like that kind of situation. I'm becoming the monster that I'm fighting, that kind of thing. But yes, this is coming directly from Miami Gardens. And I have the article right here. This is from Marcel Louis Jacques. Wow, very, very nice. Very French. Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill is still rebuilding his relationship with his teammates this offseason after his comments at the end of the 2024 season. Now, if anybody doesn't remember, after the Dolphins season ended, I believe it was just about a half hour, if not shorter, after the season ended, Tyreek went on Twitter and just posted, "I'm out." That was it. Very simple. Very, 1, 2, 3. But that was it. But those two little words and that one little tweet seems to have damaged a lot of the relationships there in Miami. Tyreek Hill removed himself from Miami's regular season finale against the New York Jets before suggesting to reporters after the game that he would like to play football elsewhere. Dolphins general manager Chris Grier, which I'm sure all the Miami fans out there absolutely love, said Hill never requested a trade, and Hill apologized for and walked back his comments in February. Speaking after the team's first training camp practice Wednesday, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, man, I'm getting good at that. That's how you know I've been doing this for a while. I'm getting good with Tagovailoa. Said that building that relationship back up isn't necessarily a simple process, but that Hill is putting in the work to do so. It's not just with me. It's with a lot of the guys. I'm not the only one who heard that. You guys aren't the only people who heard that, Tua said. A lot of people that follow football and follow the Miami Dolphins that follow Tyreek that are fans of his, everyone has seen that. So when you say something like that, you don't just come back from with a, hey, my bad. You got to go and work on that relationship and build that relationship back up. You've got to build everything back up again. As somebody who in the past has said some words in a relationship that probably shouldn't have been said, You understand what Tua's talking about here. You can't. There are some things you just can't walk right back from. You have to rebuild certain things. No matter how obstinate the other party might be. Some words you just can't say in a relationship and get away with it. You just can't do it. So you do have to rebuild that trust. So I understand what Tua is talking about here, and what Tyreek's doing. So, is that something that they can do, though? Is that something that Tyreek is willing to do? Or is that, like, again, they're talking about, he's got to try. Because right now it's not that he's doing it. It's just that he has to try, and we'll see. But is that something where you think Tyreek will actually give a shit to do so?
Yeah.
And if he does, will the Dolphins accept that? Especially, if does he do it? Does he do it half-assed? Does he not even give a shit? Like, that's a question that I think needs to be asked: is how in is Tyreek gonna be?
I I didn't realize how bad the situation was. Like when I was listening to Tua talk, and he said about he's got to work on this and that. And let's even say that Tyreek Hill goes 110% on trying to fix the relationships with everybody. The fact that Tua came out and said, this is not something that you could just walk back and say, oh, my bad. Like, that, to me, that phrase right there makes it sound they lost all respect for him.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think the team will ever respect him ever again.
Well, you have to see how dedicated he is and how he wants to rebuild those relationships. Because at that moment, you're basically told everybody else there, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, I'm out. Which is what he said. He said, I'm out.
Yeah.
And in which case, what you're saying is you just quit on everybody. You told everybody, I don't want to be here. You all are losers. Nobody here can win. You all can go fuck yourselves. I'm better than this, is what you're saying. And now you got to walk back. That's like, again, to use a relationship phrase, which, again, they're using this a lot. If you're with your significant other and you tell them, I can do so, this just isn't working. I can do so much better than this. And you walk out, I'm out. You grab your shit and you walk out of the house. And then 6 months later, you come back to the front door and like, hey, how you doing? You're not just going to walk back the fuck in.
Yeah.
You got to work to try to rebuild something there, if you could even do that. And that's I think that's an understandable point that Tua's making.
And like the other thing too, like don't forget this team is the one that had Tyreek's back when he got arrested.
When he got arrested at the beginning of the year and all that kind of stuff, and they all rallied around him, and they were like, even though when you did finally look at the videotape, it was a little 50-50, all right? Yeah. It was a little 50-50. When you first hear about it, it's like, what are you doing? How do you do that to an NFL star? Then you watch the tape, and it's like, I don't condone, but I understand. Like, I get it, but still, they had his back. And then that's it. At the end of the season, for him to just be like, go fuck yourselves. It's like that does take a little bit to rebuild. Because that's the other thing, too. If you've got people there that want to be there, and then somebody shows up who's already said, I don't want to be here, and then he tries to show back up because he's got nowhere else to go, it's like, how much do you want to be here? Why would we even put in the effort for you and work you into things if you don't want to be here? You don't want to be here. You can fucking kick rocks. You can go anywhere else you want. You can sit home. I don't give a fuck.
So let me ask you this too. Then obviously Tyreek is just like a Stephon Diggs. Always, he's a ticking time bomb. Do you think he has a short leash so that, like, say week 5, he, comes out, hey, I was open, not sure what happened there. They trade or release him.
I think
get rid of the headache.
I think that it depends. It depends on how he wants to rebuild it. If he stays humble, which is a big if.
Yeah.
If he stays humble, and tries to work his way back into the good graces of not the coaches and not Tua and not that, but like everybody. Like it's not so much the coaching staff or the brass or the office personnel. It's the players. He's gotta work himself back into the good graces of the locker room.
Yeah.
And if he's able to do that, then I think he'll stick around. But if he says some things and he tries to do the right things, but then like you say, like week 4, week 5, he's like, I'm open. They're not giving me the ball. I could do this, da da da. Then I think it'll be a case of where, like Tua and everybody else in the locker room just be like, all right, well we're done with you. We're not doing that, and then they might just trade him to avoid, I'm not saying he would go fully Antonio Brown and just like fucking skip out in the middle, but like we saw at the end of the season in the Jets game, he just pulled himself out. Yeah. Now, granted, they weren't making the playoffs. It was a garbage game anyway, everything like that. But he just, I'm not going in. Just not going to go in. And that you can't have that. You can't have that on the team. Whether or not you're making the playoffs, whether or not it's a garbage game, anything like that, you can't do that. You can't give up when everybody else is still playing. And so I think that's what you're going to look at there. So we'll see. We'll see. Can Tyreek rebuild that trust, and can he get back to that? We'll see. I don't know. I'm just looking up here on Twitter, just trying to see if we got anything else here. We have the Cardinals' first round draft pick, defensive lineman Walter Nolan, suffered a calf injury at the team facility. Will likely knock him out most, if not all, of training camp, sources say, but they're hoping that he'll be ready by week 1. And that actually goes for the Giants, too. Offensive lineman Andrew Thomas, he will not be participating for most of, if not all, of training camp, but the Giants are saying they're confident that he will be ready for week 1 as well. And I certainly hope so, because the Giants need him on that offensive line.
He got hurt late last year, right?
He got hurt like somewhere in the middle, and then was kind of in and out the rest of the year. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. ELS in the chat says Tyreek Hill, he's a piece of crap. That seems to be fairly simple. Comment there from our boy ELS. What else is going on here? We've talked about the Eagles. We talked about the Giants. We talked about Tua.
I was thinking about this at work today. When the news, officially came out that the Redskins put Scary Terry on the did not report list.
Did not report list, right?
And then also seeing Micah Parsons' comments, his rebuttal to Jerry Jones after what Jerry Jones said.
Boy. First of all, how? Like, listen, you've heard me on here before defend Jerry on a lot of shit. Not everything clearly, but I've defended Jerry for a lot of things that people give him shit for. But and I'm also not. Listen, I'm not going to say that Jerry's thought process is wrong.
Yeah,
it's what he said is technically correct.
Yeah.
But as the owner of the team, with the players there, maybe don't say that about your top defensive star.
Yeah.
And the quarterback of the fucking team.
Yeah.
As correct as it may be, you can't say it.
Yeah. Say it behind closed doors. So with those two situations going, hypothetically, if it carries on into the season, Scary Terry's not signed and he's holding out. Micah and Jerry's still fighting words for words. Giants could sneak into number 2 spot. Because when we talked about it, who does Washington have other than Scary Terry as wide receivers?
We'll see, but I mean,
that'll be a hit.
You got to see though, because if it's going to get to that point, then I think you'll see they'll move them. They'll get something for them, and
the fan base will burn the stadium down.
Maybe, but it depends on what you get for them.
Yeah.
because I'd rather have something for him than just have an empty spot. Now, here's the thing, too, and this was a very interesting point, and you know how I usually don't like talking about fucking Dr. Mike Kami Florio, but
Yeah.
he brought up a point that where Terry McLaurin staying out of camp and holding out still gives him some leverage. You know, yeah, he builds up fines and he does stuff like that, but they can still work something out.
Yeah.
Because Micah reported to camp, he can't now sit out.
Yeah.
If he says, "All right, I'm done. I'm going to sit out of camp because I want to get I want to show that I mean business." You know. So, but because he already reported, if he stays out of camp for more than 5 days, the Cowboys can say, "Okay, he came to camp. He didn't show up." By the constitution of the NFL, they can then say he's on the retired list, and then he's done for the season. Everything freezes, contract freezes over the next year, and he's done for the year.
Okay.
So, like he's at camp now. He's at camp. He cannot leave camp.
Yeah.
And if you don't think Jerry's the kind of owner that would be like, all right, well, he says he's retired. I'm going to make sure he don't play all year, do that. Jerry 1,000% would do that.
Yeah.
So,
And here's something that right before you came on Zoom here, me and you were always wondering about the franchise tag. Is it gone? Is it not? They could franchise him up to 2 years. So let's just say he leaves camp and then retires, and then finally he shows up next year. They still could franchise him 2 more years. So
well, he still has a year on. That's what I mean. The contract would freeze, so we would still have the year on his contract.
Yeah,
and we'd still be in the same situation.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I don't know if the franchise tag I don't think really fits into this situation yet.
Okay.
But the point of the fact is, like, by showing up to camp, he gave away a lot of his own leverage of whether or not he could show up or not show up or do anything like that. So again, you look at it, he's doing things, as people would say, the right way.
Yeah.
But is that going to bite him in the ass? And, you know, when you look at the money that the Cowboys have shelled out for Dak, for CD, for some of these other guys, and it's like, okay, now, and Micah was patient. He said, "I'll get my turn. I'll get my turn. I'll get my turn." And now it's his turn, and Jerry's dragging his feet, and not only that, but shitting on him, and on Dak in the fucking process. Like, I paid Dak a lot of money, and half the season he don't even fucking play.
Yeah.
Again, as true as it may be, you can't fucking say it as the owner. You let somebody else say that. You let the press say that. You let fans say that. You can't say that. But Jerry, Jerry does what Jerry does.
I saw a statement from somebody may even just made this up, like it's a joke, but the football gods could come down to Jerry Jones and say, "Listen, we'll let you guys win the next 3 Super Bowls. Only thing is, you cannot do any more press conferences." And Jerry would say, "Nope, can't do that."
No, Jerry's got to talk. He's got to talk. Who's the first one after every Cowboys game? Who's the first one in the media scrum? Players in the locker room, coach staff? Nope. Fucking Jerry. Jerry's right down there with the mics in his face. He's that guy.
Yeah.
And he has to be. He can't exist any other way.
Yeah.
But that's going to be an interesting situation. So again, we have the Micah Parsons situation in Dallas, which is, Dallas is kind of iffy anyway. We do have the Terry McLaurin situation there in Washington, Landover, sorry, and seeing how that's going to turn out. Like, I don't see Washington letting this go on for too much longer. Like, it's like, this isn't Dan Snyder. It's like they seem to know what's going on, and have a good leadership head and know what they're doing. Right now, I think it's just probably just hemming and hawing over contract length and guaranteed money and things like, the normal shit. But it feels like something will get done. Unlike Cincinnati. And Cincinnati, well, when it comes to the more that comes out about with the Shamar Stewart stuff, the more maybe not agree with Cincinnati's side, understand it, especially with one of the things that is holding it up is apparently that Shamar, what he wants it in the contract that his contract, the money in it, is guaranteed no matter what happens, even if he gets arrested, even if he has to go to jail, even if something like that happens, that he still gets his money. There's all of it's guaranteed. There's nothing you can do about it. And the Bengals seem to be tripping up on that board. They're like, no, like we'll have a guarantee in there for your money and doing that, but like if you happen to get arrested, if you're spending time in jail, if there's something of criminal act or something that you commit, that's going to null and void the fucking contract. And so that seems to be a little bit of the back and forth there, which, like I said, I kind of understand the Bengals side a little bit more on that side now.
Yeah.
When it comes to Hendrickson, that's just being cheapskates.
Yeah.
That's just being cheapskates, and that's just not want to pay. And listen, I understand that you gave a shit ton of money to your star wide receivers, and maybe that's also why you pick one of them and see what else you can do after that and work on that. Because now you've got, I think it's 32, 33. You have about a third of your salary cap taken up by Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
You have about 33% of your cap space this year. Your salary is taken up by three guys. For a team that doesn't spend a lot of money, when they do spend it, they kind of do it dumbly. I don't know. That's not even a word. Speaking of dumbly, this guy fucking right here. But like, now, did you forget that fucking Trey Hendrickson is right there? That you have to pay him. Number one in sacks, I think it was. Number one in tackles. Guy's an all-pro. Guy fucking runs that defense. For a defense that, as we saw last year, especially in the secondary part, he was like the lone bright spot of a bad defense.
Yeah.
Keep the one guy that at least you can build a defense around, and you're hemming and hawing over this guy? On top of the guy that you picked, that a lot of people thought you were picking to replace him, now you're having a contract problem with him. He hasn't even signed to. So you have to pick fucking at least one of them, Cincinnati.
Yeah. And
bite the bullet on something. But, so I don't know. That's why, again, you want to go get your new Sell the Team Cincinnati Bengals shirt. It is over at the Stay Tuned Sports merch store. That is bit.ly, bit.ly/Stay Tuned Merch, bit.ly/Stay Tuned Merch. Link is in the chat and in the description below. You can go get it there if you're a Cincinnati fan. Yeah, and
Hendrickson even came out and said he was willing to take a little bit less to make it work.
Right. He said, I'll do less but just have it guaranteed. And apparently the Bengals, their latest offer was the first year guaranteed and nothing else. And he's like,
yeah,
fuck you. Are you out of your fucking mind? Get out of here. So yeah.
But you know what, like the way you explain the rookie thing, their hold up there, the way you explain it that way, because I was going to bash Cincinnati over it, but now I can understand.
No, I understand their point of that part of like having that clause in the contract. Yeah. 1,000% I understand that. So if that's part of the, now I'm sure there's other stuff too, like about guaranteed money, how much he wants, and whatever they're going to be. But having that particular clause be a hang up on that particular clause, I'm on Cincinnati's side. Yeah, no, if you fuck up so bad that you're going to spend time in jail, we're not going to fucking pay you. No, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
And the thing is, like, so like, I thought Cincinnati was the one that said, you know, we want the guarantee in there that if you go to jail, we could take the money back. Because then my statement to that would have been, well, if you scouted this kid enough, you knew he wasn't a troublemaker, you know, then you would have no problem. But since this kid is the one that
that's it. They're really the kid and his agent and his camp are the ones pushing for it. It's like, why are you pushing so hard for this?
Yeah.
Is there something that we should know? Is there something that we didn't find out? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
This is a little suspicious. Little suspicious.
Yeah.
Got a little process. Like, you know, he doth protest too much. So, I was gonna have a thought and then I lost it. It's old age. It happens. But yeah, so we've covered some of that. Like I said, most training camps are open now. We are about a week away, I want to say, from from the start of preseason. Hall of Fame game is next Thursday, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I might do that as a live broadcast, just kind of, you know, shake the rust off, you know, get back into form here. So we just watch along with everybody on that. I know we'll have Hamster in there for that, probably. Hamster, ELS, those guys are the real ones. They're here all the time. Nobody else fucking watches us, which is, again, part of the whole reason why I've been in a fucking mood lately. You know, you put in, you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And this is just be a small part, and then we'll move on. But the amount of work that I actually put into doing this is more than I would if I was actually working somewhere. Like, you know, and I'm not saying that like I'm saying like, oh, I would slack off if I actually had a job and work somewhere. No, I'm saying like what would be required of me to work somewhere and to do for them would not even be close to what I do here, whether it's the graphics, whether it's the putting together OBS packages, whether it's social media, trying to boost our social media presence, trying to do stuff like that, which apparently is impossible to do unless you pay for it. Whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, unless you're paying for it, nobody sees your fucking social media posts. So I post all the breaking news stuff. I get graphics for that. I work on that. I try to push all that. Does nothing. I've been doing the countdown, the countdown, the kickoff graphics. I've been doing that now from day 99, and now we're all the way down here into the 40s, and almost into the 30s, getting close here to just a month away, and nobody sees those. And you know, putting together these programs on here, the countdown. This main show, doing a Friday forecast. You do the cooking with Jimbo, Jim Bob. Sorry, I keep on getting you two confused. You look similar. You do look similar. I'll give you guys that. And I see nobody watching, and I see no growth, and I see things like that. And you compare it to other people who have started small channels and already have some growth. I'm not saying they're great. I'm not saying they're big and doing stuff like that. But it gives me pause. Like what aren't we doing right here? And it gets really hard to do. And then you start wondering, like, why am I even putting the effort in? Why am I doing so much when nobody's watching it? Do I just suck that bad? Are we just not that good? Because we've been doing this since 2016. Yeah. We started this in 2016, and then I had a bit of a life crisis. Jimbo restarted this whole thing and saved it in 2018. That's why the little logo says 2018, because Jimbo kind of took over, kept her alive for a couple years, and then I was able, once things got a little bit more stable, I was able to come back, and we've been doing it now. So this is 9 years on and off. We've been doing this, whether just a strictly audio podcast or now for the last year and a half doing video. And whether it's audio, whether it's video, no matter what we do, there's no growth. We've had, whether on the podcast it would be 20 or 30 listeners. On video we have 4, 5 viewers. Dude, if we get 20 views on a fucking video, it's like, oh my god, wow, look at that, we got a big one here, folks. It's becoming very frustrating to do, especially when you see other people who, quite frankly, and I'm sorry, and I don't mean, like, again, I'm not trying to push anybody down, so I'm not mentioning any names, I'm not doing anything like that, but there's other shit on this platform that just fucking sucks. It's garbage. It's fucking repetitive. It's fucking no imagination. There's no creativity. It's frankly garbage content. And you see a lot of AI content here where people just type shit into a fucking thing and post it up there. And it gets 100,000 views, 200,000 views, fucking 15,000 subscribers and shit like that. And you see that and it's like, why am I putting in the effort to even fucking try? And I just needed to vent on that. I just needed to get that out there because I want everybody to know, it's like, this is not a hobby for me. This is not something that I'm doing because it's cute. It's fun. And listen, I love doing it.
Yeah.
This is something I love to do. Been wanting to do this my whole life. Again, I started this back when I actually had a radio job. I used to actually work in radio, everybody. I did have a legitimate job at one time before I became a massive loser. And doing stuff like this, sports talk and video and interacting with fans like we do here with ELS and Hamster, and I love those guys. Those guys are 1,000%. Those are our guys. And so I appreciate them more than anything because they've been here from the start and they haven't left. We've had some people who have been here and then gone, and sometimes they'll come back, but Hamster and ELS have been here from the jump. I massive credit to them, and love those guys. But there are days doing this, and like I said, this week, the last couple days, it's hard when you do everything you can to make this look as good and as professional as possible, when you try to get as good content as you can, when you try to push it and market it and do all the social media stuff you can to get it out there as much as you can for being one guy doing it, and at least on that side of it, because again, it's me and you doing the content, but as far as like all the other stuff goes, and to see no return on that time and work and shit like that, it gets frustrating. And so if I do come across as a little ragey today, I don't know if that came across today or not, in my random yelling. And I maybe I don't mean it against Barstool or especially not Frank. I like him.
Yeah.
But it's just frustrating to see shit that sometimes is not as good, at least in my opinion anyway, do so much better than what we try to do here. And I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure where the future lies. But we'll see. We'll see what happens from here on out. We'll see what happens during football season. Maybe things will get better. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But it's just it's very frustrating trying to do this and getting no return. Like, I don't know. If I had money, I would do the fucking promotions. I would do all that. But
yeah,
we just don't have it, And when you have 17 cents in your bank account, and I know everybody's saying, well, why do you keep on saying you have 70 cents in your bank account? Because I have 17 cents in my bank account. First of all, what am I going to use 17 cents? What am I buying with 17 cents on a fucking card? That's in my, it's there. It's stuck there. Yeah. But there's also nothing coming in. So it's 17 cents for a long time. There's nothing I can do about it. But so that's just, that little rant is over. Sorry about that, everybody. Back in here. Oh, Hamster says cheer up. Again, that wasn't meant as a pity party. That wasn't meant as anything like that. Just needed the vent. And who better to vent to than you guys? Because Hamster, comes across as such a stable and positive influence on just himself and the people around him that who better to have a therapeutic session with, than good old Hamster.
Let me say this about Hamster too, and ELS will back me up. 2 weeks ago, I did the live me playing NCAA college football, and I started off as a quarterback. I'm still in high school. I got one more game before I go to college.
Okay.
And ELS will admit this because he said in the chat, my wide receivers looked like the Giants wide receivers from 2 years ago that dropped everything. Like, perfect, right? This asshole Hamster is calling for my job because it's my fault. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm placing it perfect. I'm not killing them. I'm not, nope.
No hospital balls or anything. Yeah, no, they're just
get him out of there.
That's our boy. That's our boy Hipster. That's what we love. ELS in the chat. He says it took him 5 years to get 1,000 subs on his YouTube. But you see, this is the thing in ELS is like you have, and that's why I like your channel because you have engaging content. You have something that people want to see, and yes, maybe it's a little more niche than trying to do a broad spectrum sports show, but it's still engaging, it's entertaining, and then of course you throw in going to the Blizzard games up there, which by the way, Green Bay Blizzard are in the playoffs. Congratulations to them in the indoor football league. So good job. So like you getting to your 1,000, you continue to build on that. Like you're not one of the ones I'm complaining about. You have good engaging content. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's so many others out there that do not and have so much more, that have more than you, more than us, more than other people that deserve that, and listen, I knew we weren't going to be fucking Tom Grossi to start off here. I knew we weren't going to be 500,000 subscribers and everybody loves us, we're great. Just it's just a little bit frustrating, and it's just got to power through, I guess, and that's all, and we'll get through it, but we'll do it. Hamster says that Jimbo, it was a little bit of user error on your part, he thinks, but are you doing that? You doing that again this weekend?
So Saturday, I'm hoping to do it because Saturday morning I'm actually taking my kayak out. Finally bought a kayak since I sold my boat.
Kayak. Yeah, nice.
Because I don't think we have any plans to go out anywhere Saturday, so I'm hoping. And as of right now, I've committed to Temple University. I tried Notre Dame, and because
immediately rejected.
Well, it took them 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and Marcus Freeman says, basically nicely said, yeah, we're gonna go in a different direction.
We're looking at something. No, you're not gonna. Hey, listen.
Okay, I'll go to Temple.
There you go. Temple's always looking for somebody. Yeah. So we'll have a little bit more of that as well. Friday forecast this week is AFC South, I believe.
Yes.
So that is the one we will be doing, and that one will be live. Last week's wasn't, which I'm sure you noticed when we were talking about, hey, are the Steelers going to sign T.J. Watt when they signed him 2 days ago? But whoops. But that one will be live. We'll be talking about the AFC South, the Texans, the Colts, the Jaguars, and why do we always forget?
Texans, Colts.
Titans, Colts, Jaguars.
Texans.
Titans, Colts, Jaguars, Texans. I thought I said Texans. Okay. Oh, maybe I forgot Titans. I'm going to piss off Hamster because I forgot Titans. But yeah, that's it. I forgot the Titans. Because everybody hates on the Falcons and the Titans. Nobody hates on them. We just forget they exist. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's like they're not engaging franchises right now. What do you want? What do you want me to do? Hamster in the chat. The Titans, of course. Sorry, Hamster. We had the number 1 pick. Why isn't anybody talking about us? Because you're boring as shit. You have to do something first for people to be excited for you.
The Titans are the meme. Do something.
That's what I mean. I'm sorry. But listen, I know that the Falcons got Penix and that they have, like everybody's like, oh, well, first full year as the starter or something like that. But it's, you're still the Falcons. You still have to show that you have an ability to win games and be exciting for people to talk about. Like, that's what I mean. Like, nobody talks about the Giants outside of being a joke and sucking. Why? Because we've had no reason to be talked about outside of that. So, that's just... that Hamster says the Titans are going to be making the playoffs. Mark my words. And the Falcons.
Okay, so...
This sounds like... we're not now. Not now. But now that we know this,
okay,
we're going to have a show meeting.
Okay.
And we are going to come up with a wager. Because there needs to be some... It's there. It's black and white. Screenshot this right now.
Yeah.
Let me screenshot this son of a bitch. That's going to be screenshot. That's been screenshot. And we're going to make sure that we have that there. We are going to make a wager with you, Hamster. Make no mistake about that. We're going to find something. Because if the Titans and Falcons don't make the playoffs, because it has to be both. You said it. It's there. It's right there. Accepted. Challenge accepted. We're gonna find something. We're gonna find something to go ahead and make that work. ELS says no and no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. ELS. We're gonna see if he has the money where his mouth should be.
Yeah, that statement right there pretty much tells me his power rankings: Falcons 1, Titans 2.
Listen, even if he has the Titans in Titans or Falcons in the top 12, it means that they would make the playoffs somewhere. And again, bit of a spoiler here. There's going to be a bit of a spoiler here, but in the countdown for at least myself, I won't speak for Jimbo. He can speak for himself, but at least in my countdown, the Falcons and Titans do not show up.
Yeah,
they do not show. The Titans might show up in the booty cheeks. I can't remember. I forget if I have them in the booty cheeks or not. I know you already have them there, right?
Yeah. You
have them in your booty cheeks. I'm not sure if I do. But that's a wild fucking statement. That is a wild statement. So, come on, Hamster, you got to remember sometimes it seems like a good idea to say stuff on the internet, and then it's not. I've learned that lesson way too many times in my life.
I'm glad he said that now, because my Trey Hendrickson statement from last week is swept under the rug now.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. You were like, oh, they'll find a way. They're going to sign him before training camp starts. They're gonna get that worked out. Yeah.
Whoops.
Meanwhile, from Instagram Live from Florida, the beautiful sunrise in Florida, by the way. Wonderful stuff. But ELS says that he put what Hamster said in the Discord. By the way, ELS, he's raging the battle to try to make the Discord somewhat engaging. Thank God somebody's in there doing something. But thank you so much, ELS. Yes, that is in the Discord. By the way, Discord links in the chat, in the description below as well if you want to join. Make no mistake, it's dead in there. If you want to go in there and try to salvage what you can from that Discord, go right ahead. Because I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Again, I'm trying to run everything else. I can't run a Discord as well on top of everything. I have no idea where even to start. I would, if you know how to run a Discord and can do it for the hefty sum of $0, you can go right ahead and apply for a Discord czar, and we'll see what we can do for you there. Hamster says, at least you cheered me up. You did, because now I got something to look forward to. There's something to look forward to this NFL season, and I am excited. Now I'm juiced. Now I'm excited. Now we're going to see what happens. But you know what? I think that's going to be that's pretty much going to do it. Again, training camp is here. It has started. Already got a couple injuries. We got a couple little storylines out there. Dolphins seem to be the center of drama, whether it's injuries or, relationship rebuilding, whatever you want to call it. Lot of that going on, but everybody else has started. Hard Knocks with the Bills is going to be debuting, I think, next week or something like that, but we already have the trailer out for it now. And yeah, next week, preseason begins with the Hall of Fame game there. With the Chargers and the Lions. ELS, he says, I have a hot take on the Packers, but I don't want to say it. No! Now you have to. Now you have to. We've had a hot take from just about everybody on this show. I lost my mind earlier in the show. ELS, you have to tell us. This is the hot take show. Listen, we're in the middle of July. This is where the hot takes are supposed to happen. It's hot out. We're all sweating our balls off. This is where we have to have the hot take, yeah. Listen, Hamster, and I will say this. to our boys in the chat there. I'm not sure any take that ELS has can be more roasted than you saying the Titans and Falcons are making the playoffs.
Well, Hamster's trying to sweep it under.
He's trying to hide that. It's like I don't know, buddy. I don't know about that one. That one is that was a significant statement to make.
Yeah.
Whether or not you think if you would have said you think the Titans or the Falcons, I think one of them could make the playoffs this year. I think even that
it's a little better.
It's a little wild, but I could see it because I'm like, oh, the NFC South, who knows?
Yeah,
it could happen. But to say both the Falcons and Titans are going to make the playoffs, ELS says the Packers will win a division and get a top 2 seed in the playoffs. That's a I think it's a hot take, but I don't think it's as wild as either saying the Titans and Falcons are going to make the playoffs. I don't think it's that wild. I mean, it would be surprising, but I don't think it's. I mean, it's a hot take, but that's not. That's a hot take. That's like
believable,
tasty hot take. That's a nice hot take. Yeah. Meanwhile, fucking Hamster's take is melting the flesh off of bones with how fucking hot that take is. So
that's like a Terminator getting dipped down into the hot lava.
Yeah, a little bit. That's spicy. Why is it spicy? That is super spicy. But Hamster says, "What are you all going to do when I'm right?" Well, that's what we'll come up with a wager. We will come up with a wager, but we need time. We need time to think about that. That's a definite one. We got to think about time of doing that. Wow, boy, this show had a little bit of everything, didn't it?
It did. Yeah,
it really did. It really did. So before we head on out of here, by the way, folks, thank you so much for joining us. If you did, again, for the 5 or 6 people that'll actually watch this, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. If you'd like to help us out, again, 3 little buttons on the bottom: like, share, subscribe. Help us out. Hit the notification bell. You know the fucking deal. How things on YouTube happen. And if you want to help us out a little bit more, we have down in the description a link for our donation station and our merch store. Brand new merch in there today. Go check it out. Click on those links. Help us out. And by the way, our Discord's there if you want to join it and give some life to that dead mausoleum of a fucking Discord. Please go right ahead and do that. ELS is in there. He's doing his best. And like I said, maybe ELS will take the mantle of the Discord czar. Somebody else wants to run a Discord if they know how to. Go right ahead. Because I have no idea. And frankly, I'm trying to do 10 million other things at once. I can't do it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm sure. I think somebody asked us about a Reddit. I'm not fucking going on Reddit. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah,
that fucking cesspool. You think Twitter's bad? Holy shit. But Jimbo, any other thoughts before we get the fuck out of here today?
One last thought. Just want to say, obviously we lost Ozzy the other day. Rest in peace. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have Metallica. We wouldn't have metal.
We wouldn't have metal.
Yeah.
And
we wouldn't have been able to see Metallica together at Lincoln Financial.
Yes.
So rest in peace. Raise some hell up there.
And up there, oh please, my man. We know where my man is. He's the Prince of fucking Darkness. And the fact that he was able to hold out to do his final show again, that was being planned for like a year.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was able to do it and did it as well as he did. And then that's it. Just 2 weeks later, he's no longer with us. Like just a fucking, just a legend. He's just, there's no other word, no other way to say it. He's a fucking legend, and the world is worse off now for being without Ozzy, and for the shit that man did. 76 is a fucking accomplishment. And 76 still being able to perform. That's what I mean. He performed 2 weeks before he left us.
Yeah.
And did so. He had to sit because, again, his back is torn to shit. And he had Parkinson's and any other things. But still, you watch that performance, he's still in the chair. You could tell he still had the energy. Yeah. He wanted to fucking get up and go. And it's... when you see that, it does mean a lot. So to anybody out there who is a metalhead, anybody out there who's ever listened to metal, anybody who listens to rock, anybody who honestly has listened to music over the last 50 years, owes a tremendous debt to Ozzy and to Black Sabbath. And yeah, man, Ozzy, we'll miss you, man. We'll miss you. And that's it. If you're out there, have a drink for him, toast, listen to some old Sabbath. There's nothing better than throwing on an old Sabbath album and just ripping it, man. It's great. So with that being said, I think it's time for us to get the fuck out of here. We will see you all on Friday for the Friday forecast, AFC South. Me and Jimbo will give our predictions for that, and I think that one I have seen a little bit in that. That's going to be a lively show. I'm going to say that right now. I'm going to say that just preemptively. I think that one's going to get raucous. That's going to be a raucous one. Just simply because there's some things me and you have to discuss about the AFC South. But until then, my name is King. That's your boy. That's your good friend Jimbo. I'm your boy King. That's your good friend Jimbo. I fucked it up. I always do that. Maybe that's why nobody watches us, because I always fuck up everything. We will see everybody then. Adios.